Grand Rapids and along the lakeshore. You're watching WZZM 13 News at 6.
Michigan's next governor will face some tough choices. The state's budget crisis continues. And tonight, we'll talk to both candidates about what they have in mind to keep Michigan out of the red. Plus, Grand Rapids is dealing with similar choices because too many local people are out of work.
The income is nil right now. Just don't have any income coming in at all.
And good evening. I'm Kim Covington in for Leah Juliet. Today was New Year's Day. As far as the state's budget was concerned, the new fiscal year started today. And the impact of the slow economy is being felt in West Michigan. In the past year, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of state services have been cut. Thousands of state employees took early retirement and won't be replaced. Economists say Michigan starts the new year $200 to $300 million in debt. And while some people suggest using the state's rainy day fund, well, that fund is nearly dried up. Tonight we have team coverage of the budget crunch. Grand Rapids reporter Peter Ross will look at how the budget situation is affecting city jobs and services in Grand Rapids. But first, Chris Ty is live in Metro Detroit with a look at what the two people who want to be governor have planned. Chris?
Well, Kim, the race for governor did come through the city of Troy today as the lieutenant governor decided to stump on the east side of the state. Today, day one of the new state budget here in the state of Michigan. A budget, as you'll recall, earlier this year, a 50-cent tax went onto every pack of cigarettes. The question now, how will the next governor handle the tax issue? How will they balance the budget? What will be cut and what will be spared? In addition to talking with the candidates over the last day, we also today took a closer look at their two plans for balancing the budget, the posthumous plan and the Granholm plan. Let's first take a look at the lieutenant governor's plan as it stands right now. He says that he plans to include tax cuts and holding the line on new taxes. He aims to focus on helping small businesses expand international trade to assist Michigan companies, their employees, and their communities. Granholm, meantime, wants to create bureaucracy busters, as she calls them, to simplify government, then cut costs by holding the line on state jobs and overhead costs. She estimates $450 million could be saved by doing that. Granholm also wants to reorganize parts of the state's government by combining agencies like the Environmental Protection Agency and the DNR. We met with both candidates over the last day, and they revealed to 13 News where their energy will go.
As we go forward, we're going to put forward a budget. First and foremost, K-12 education will be held harmless, and then everything else is on the table. And then if we have to cut the budget, we will.
It is in a terrible crisis, and it is going to get worse before it gets better. It's my understanding that for the next fiscal year, they're projecting an $853 million deficit. We've got to go in. The next governor is going to have to sharpen her pen and really cut, perhaps as much as 5, 6, 7% out of the general fund budgets.
Now, in speaking with both candidates, I learned one thing. There is one area where they both agree. Posthumous says it is likely we will not come out of any kind of problems with these budgets until the recession, as he calls it, a small one, comes out of the woods. Also, Granholm tells me that it's going to get worse before it gets better. So, Kim, I guess the rule of thumb here is patience with just over a month to go until Election Day. This is not the end of this topic, I can promise you.
All right, it's great to hear details from them. Finally, on probably the most important issue in this election. Chris Ty, live in Metro. Yeah, live in Metro Detroit, thank you, and he'll have another report at 11 o'clock tonight. You can find full details of both candidates' economic plans on our website. Go to WZZM13.com and click on the 2002 Vote logo on the middle right side of the page. Well, the budget issues in Lansing were discussed in Grand Rapids today. Grand Rapids reporter Peter Ross continues our team coverage from the newsroom. Peter?
Kim, when they wrote the city budget last year, city leaders expected the local economy would be improving by now, but it's not. In fact, it may be getting worse. Steelcase will lay off up to 800 more people in the months ahead. The impact could affect thousands of other incomes.
Because the future don't look good, for the furniture industry,
Roman Modzelewski got laid off from a competing office furniture maker last week.
It's not a good outlook.
Gary Gross has been out of work since March.
Income is nil right now. Just don't have any income coming in at all.
High unemployment means low city income tax revenue.
To bridge
be getting